Yeah, on my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Ladies and gentlemen, man, I need y'all to look at me. Seriously. I'm tired of this doggone green screen. All right, you can see me, right? Because people keep telling me your left eye keep cutting off. I'm Jabari. And we're back again with another great episode covering music, politics, culture. And this time we're going to cover the local artists here in the great state of Connecticut. Whenever, we do the right things. So I want to, before I get her on, I want to also say thank you to everybody that have been giving me feedback about the last two interviews. And I hope that you guys, for those that listen, enjoy it. And I definitely am happy whenever I see good feedback because, my block button just be on go sometimes, but it's been less. So that's good. So that means that there's less haters. But anyway, without further ado, I want to introduce an R&B singer who I met on the group chat that has a new single out called Love Me Better. You could listen to it on SoundCloud, and I'm pretty sure if you look at her link, you'll see other options as well too. But I'm going to give a big shout out to that. So let's get her on without further ado. Arriya. Hello.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Hi.
I can hear you now. Yep, there we go.
It's Arriya. Hey. Like Maria.
Oh, I said, oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. See, that happens
Arriya.
Like all the time.
It's not Arriya, it's Arriya, people.
Okay? Arriya.
All right.
Like Maria. They gonna learn like it Maria. Real quick, They gonna learn.
So I'm gonna edit that out. Anyway. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon. I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Beautiful outside and
oh yeah.
Not in pain. So I was injured at work, but everything's good for right now.
I feel that. Get that workers' comp. Get that workers' comp.
For real. Facts. So
I was injured a few days ago myself, so I feel
for real? Damn.
Oh yeah. It's whatever though.
Working hard. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, look, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Nice to finally meet you. I'm from Meriden, but I'm Manchester based right now. I had moved to Orlando 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago, and I just moved back here last summer. Literally a year ago today, actually. Now that I think about it.
Oh, word. That's dope. So, if you don't mind by asking, what made you want to relocate from Florida to Connecticut?
I just been going through it so much out there. I didn't know anybody. I was 20 until I was 20, turning 22, no, 23 by myself, like just struggling. And I just got tired of it. I wanted to be around my family. I wanted to be around people that I was familiar with. I am familiar with. But it's actually helped me coming back here with networking, because I know a lot of people that do music out here. So like they kind of got me back in the groove out here because I didn't perform all those times that I was out there, and I was alone, so like I wasn't familiar with the crowd. So I'm glad to be back. It worked out in my favor. God is good.
Word. So you're originally from Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
I knew. Yeah, I sensed that Connecticut accent in with you. I was a little taken aback. I was like, "What? Florida? You don't have no Florida accent? That is a Connecticut accent."
I didn't even know I had one, honestly. You have an accent? Like,
yeah, I know, right? Like you would think the way that we talk is like, oh, like we just try to be proper and use English correctly and stuff, and everybody doesn't care.
Yeah, no.
It's freaking hilarious. But that's just because we're New England, so we got to keep English on point, I guess.
Yeah, we got to. We got all the good sports teams and stuff.
Right. So how did you get into singing? Like what got you into pursuing singing?
Wow. Okay, so singing in general, my dad's a DJ, so I really grew up around music my whole life. He's been a DJ in Connecticut for a really long time. He's been a DJ since he was 17 years old. He's still a DJ. He hasn't retired yet, which I don't know why, because he's, DJ Benitez. He's done clubs, bars, birthdays, weddings, all that. Mostly in like New Haven area, because that's where I'm from. But I was raised in Meriden, so like a lot of people like know my dad like in Meriden, New Haven, West Haven. So I grew up around music, and then so he's Puerto Rican, and the reason why I had to bring this up is because I'm also half Cambodian, and in our culture, like Cambodians, like they like to do karaoke, like in parties and stuff. So like I was always around like the karaoke music type of thing, and I just love to sing. Like my dad put me in vocal lessons once a week in middle school. So yeah, I really just love to sing, love to perform. I've done musicals in high school. I've done select choir in high school. I was section leader in high school, and then I also did marching band my senior year just for the heck of it. And now that I'm not in high school anymore, I like to go to the karaoke bar.
Yeah.
So like that's how I release when I just want to sing, or I just do karaoke cover videos and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm 23. I turned 24 in September.
Got you. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm a 2000 baby.
How long? Wow, that is just so crazy to hear. Like,
you don't look that much older. Wow, you feel old?
Well, I was born in 92, so like I'm just like, oh my God. There are people here born in 2000, 2001, grown as hell now. Like
I know. It's weird to me to see like, because when in 2007 I was 7, so like seeing the babies from when I was like 7 being like well, how old are they now? 17, 18. That's crazy to me. Like I feel old, so it's whatever. We all grow up,
Yeah. I mean, look, time flies, and you just got to keep up with the times.
It does.
So,
my bad.
Yeah. Hold on, 1 second. I see we got a little lag, guys. So please bear with us. Okay. All right. Things seem to be back in order now. So, how long have you been taking music seriously?
All right, so that's a really good question. I started taking music seriously like recently. Like I always like to make music and post my music and stuff, but I never really performed. Like before this year, my last performance was like 4 years ago in a little coffee shop in Meriden. I forgot the name of it, honestly, but that was like 4, maybe 5 years ago. I had one release, like EP release party when I dropped my EP on SoundCloud called Strangers Again. When that dropped, I was 18 turning 19. So recently I'm starting to take myself serious because there's a lot of talent out here, and everyone as long as you support each other, like everyone's friendly. Um, I have social anxiety too, so like performing has been helping me like get through that a little bit. So really that's a big reason why I haven't really taken myself seriously on the performance end of things. But yeah, I started writing when I was like 16, 17 and releasing music low key, and I'll post it here and there, but now I'm starting to like really promote myself, share my stuff. If you support, you support. If you don't, you don't. I peep it, so it don't matter. But yeah, recently I've been taking myself a lot more serious because I know I got that talent that God gave me, and I'm not gonna let that go to waste. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I listened to some of your songs, and from what I heard, you definitely have like a really good, unique sound. I do like, what was the joint I posted? Love Me Better, and I have a follow-up question on Love Me Better as well too. But
Ooh.
Full for You was really really dope as well too. What else I listened to? I listened to Intentions was deep. I mean, well, you said so it usually means give us a understanding of what you were trying to get across with. Let's start with the intentions.
All right. So you already know. I mean, what are you, millennial? Right?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Okay, so I don't know if when you were around my age, I'm Gen Z. So like I don't know. I feel like ever since I was in high school, I always was looking for that partner, like always searching. And it fails and fails and fails and fails every single time. And it's like dudes paint a pretty picture, or girls too, you know, like if you relate, you relate. But for me, you know, dudes would paint a pretty picture and then comes to find out, like, you never really mess with me like that. And you really could have just said that from the beginning, you know? But they don't. They lead you on. They paint a pretty picture, and that's really what Intentions is really all about, you know.
I mean, look, I can definitely agree. I don't disagree
it's
at all.
hard out here. Yeah, it's really hard out here.
Shit.
Like they do. Girls can't do that stuff too, you know. But on my end of things, men have done that to me multiple times. Especially when I was looking for it, and even when I wasn't looking for it. But when I was looking for it and I was desperate, that's how I felt. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, but it was a natural reaction, though. You know what I mean? I remember coming up in school as well too, and that was something that I was looking for. But I was also around a lot of jocks, so then I started acting like a jock. then I was around a lot of like emo kids, so I just started acting like an emo kid. It was and you treat people that was your significant other or based off the response of how you wanted to look into the community. A lot of men definitely, well, these are boys that we were talking about. I don't want to call teenagers men.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of boys have done that, you know. Then we grow into that, and sometimes we still keep those traits when we become men, and sometimes we learn to not keep those traits when we become men.
Oh yeah, but you live and you learn, and men are gonna change, and women are gonna change for the person that they want to change for. So yeah,
and Full for You. So that was also a really good. Like, by the way, like, you have a good voice range. I like how you have different types. You see, put the words like how you ride with the beat, how you carry with the beat, like you fit. Like I could tell that you are with it, like you are meshed in, stuff like that. Some people, unfortunately, some need more training to be because they're tone deaf, but you was raised into this ish, man. So like you did karaoke, which is a really great way of learning on how to like stay in range. I mean, they got the words right there for you. If you don't sing it word for word, you miss your part. So I can definitely tell with that you're in it with that. What was Full for You about? Was it like part 2, or was it like, you know what, I'm absolutely done? Like
Fool for you. Okay, this is a long story. Like, if you're watching this, you're gonna want some popcorn.
We got time.
Oh yeah, we got some time. We got time. I wrote that like 2 years ago, and I had a roommate and in Florida, and like I said, I was looking for love, like desperately looking for love, and I had somebody that I thought, I don't know what I was thinking. I gave him money. Like, people know about this. I gave him money.
Loved him, so no.
Honestly, I didn't really love him, and I'll tell you why. I seen through the BS, but like I gave him money to do something with it, and I didn't see, like, I gave him a couple like stacks, and I had him living at my crib, and I didn't see a penny, and every single day I kept like arguing with him, like, where's my money, where's my money, where's my money, and like he's like, I'm gonna give it to you, I'm gonna give it to you. Never saw a penny, and eventually I had to kick him out. I let him use my car, and he would come home late as hell in my car, and like every day we would argue, and then like I would fall for the BS all over again. And it, like, as soon as I fell for the BS, because I felt bad because I didn't want someone to go homeless because of me, right. I like instantly regretted it. And until every single day until I came to CT to visit for a week, the day before I came to visit, I kicked him out. And I haven't seen a dollar since. He acts like the victim, or he acted like the victim. And I guess like those couple bands, was worth the peace in my house. Like, that's how I had to look at it. And I wrote that a few years ago. I still have the journal that I wrote it in, like wrote the lyrics in. Like, usually I write my lyrics on my phone, but he left the house and I felt like I was making a statement. And at first I recorded it, with this mic right here in my MacBook in my closet like 2 years ago. And I just like finished it in the studio. Shout out Vasu, my engineer, one of my engineers. He helped me like clean it up and stuff, and it became a hit. I mean, to me, it's a hit. Like, if people look back at it, I feel like that would be a moneymaker. But, CT is small, so that's why I'm just keep going, keep doing what I'm doing. And people ride to the beat with you. Like, it's easy to learn, it's catchy. I try to make everything catchy. And I forgot to mention my roommate at the time. She didn't talk to me that whole month that dude stayed at my crib. And she was telling me, like, you look like a fool. Like, you're allowing that stuff to happen. Like, you allowed him to do that. So I put that in the lyrics. If you couldn't tell, I put that in the lyrics. Shout out to her. I mean, we're not friends anymore, but she's the reason why I wrote those lyrics, fool for you, and that I allowed that, because I did. And I did look like a fool. But, you live and you learn. And I haven't been in a situation like that ever since, so.
Janae Aiko?
Oh, that's my girl. I'm seeing her in a few weeks, actually. I love her.
Oh, by the way, how was 21 Savage?
It was all right. We left kind of early, I have, like I said, I have social anxiety, and it was just like, it was a lot of people. And I had a good time, though. An introvert? I'm not an introvert, though. Like, once you get to know me, I'm mad. Like, I'm out there. I'm silly. I'm right. I'm a huge ball of energy, but I'd be shy. But once I learn that you don't bite and we both don't bite, then we could be cool. But I'd be really just scared of mean people. That's what I'm scared of.
I mean, I kind of I get it on a I get your music gives me type of a Janae Aiko type of like attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually.
Oh, okay. I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. Like, that's the first, either her or SZA is what I get a lot. But
I love
that both too. Of them, so I don't mind. I love her. One day I'll make music with her. One day.
Dude, that would be so dope. And please let me be at the release party.
Oh, I got you. You coming for free. You'll be the first person I hit up.
Nah, because like Janae Aiko and SZA, they're not just great. They give that type of and I'm not a woman, so I can't really speak for it, but I could tell that it gives that type of woman empowerment that women love, especially in this type of like scene where you're seeing a lot of female rappers that are outdoing the male, to the point where I mean, I had a few artists come on this show, and they have said outright that I don't even listen to male hip hop that much. I listen to women rappers now. Like my whole thing is just mostly women rappers now. It's like it's a really, really dope type of era that we're in now, where we're seeing that like women are individuals as they always been, but it's officially like I don't need niggas, like that type of attitude.
Literally, like I got me. You feel me?
Right.
But
right.
I really try not to like copy anybody. I try my best. Like sometimes I like to do the wordplay or like love me better when I said and I don't want to give you the wrong impression, any love and affection. That's from Rihanna. But on a type of sense, I try not to listen to like the artists that I get compared to, because I don't want, like, I want my own style, you feel me?
Right.
But people like to say I sound different or whatever, but I do get like Janae and SZA a lot, which I do appreciate because I love the two, but I try to be different.
You sound like you. But you give me that's what I was trying to say. You sound like you, but like the attitude and the realness, I can see why people would give that connection, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it's like I don't give a,
Right. And you telling it like it is. You know what I mean? And we had so many eras of just submissive type of music coming from women, where it just became normal. Like, for instance, Biggie was mad when Lil' Kim was spitting like a dude, like at first, and then he saw that it was selling, so he stopped bothering her about spitting like a dude. So, like,
I feel like that's gonna be. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I feel like that's gonna be the vibe with me, because when I share my poetry is very depressing, and all my music is all about like sad love. But that's the stuff I've been through, And people are like, you need to come up with like some fun stuff, like happy stuff. Like you're always depressed or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's the thing that people relate to it. So why not? Like, it's a good thing to write stuff that people relate to, especially if I know a lot of people my age are gonna listen to that. Like, we all been through it, and you could say that you haven't, but if you haven't, then you really don't have feelings, because like we all been through it. You can't say that you didn't experience heartbreak in some type of form.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's what I'm talking about. Don't even listen to them. Look, I write like that.
No, I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
I freaking write like that. There's an audience for every single style. People need to stop trying to tell people how to freaking write. If it's not your song, then you got no put into it unless you're a part of the collaboration. It's not your song.
And it'd be the ones that don't know nothing about music or poetry. It'd be those ones. Like Right. Like,
they just tell you what's on their playlist, and nobody gives a fuck what's on your playlist, bro. Like,
literally, like, go listen to your playlist then.
Party Next Door gives depressing out music, and I love it. Kid Cudi, depressing out music, I love it. Like, come on,
I like that depressing stuff. Suicide Boys, come on.
Suicide
and you wouldn't
Boys?
even. I don't even look like a Suicide Boys type of person, but their lyrics be hitting. Like, if you really listen to their music, I feel that. Like, I've been in the darkest stuff ever, like, for the past years. We all have, though. Like, I'm not trying to have no sob story or whatever, but, we all been through it.
And so you're looking at grasping the emotions that people don't want to feel, basically, in your music.
Exactly.
Yeah, I fucks with you. That's dope.
Thank you.
I might have to sing you a track so we can collab.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm always down for collaboration. You feel me? Always down. I mean,
so love me better. Give me the breakdown. Like, what started it? Was it a beat that inspired you?
Honestly, when I was in Orlando, a lot of the times I was driving a lot, because there's like this joke where they say Orlando is an hour away from Orlando. So I would take that, hour drive from this side of Orlando to the other side, playing beats on YouTube, like while I'm driving, and just rapping or singing, like trying to freestyle. And if I like it, I like it. And
Right.
I had currently went through another like situationship. Like this man wasn't interested in me. Once again, felt like there was something wrong with me. I always feel that way or felt that way. I don't feel that way now, but like, cause I know it ain't me. Like how people feel about you is not what like identifies you or defines you.
Mm.
So, but at that time, I was writing while driving a lot of the times, and that happened to be after like somebody did dub me, and the funny thing is he also made music, so I felt like that was a statement, and I wrote that also 2 years ago, and I just had it in my drafts for a while, and once again I saw Vasu. He cleaned it up for me, and I listened to it, and I'm like, this is really a bop, and him reassuring me like, yeah, this is a bop, made me feel a lot better because a lot of people, like I said, have been through that, like whether it be a situationship, a marriage that went through a divorce, long relationship, like you could have loved me better, like, and you know that, but you really didn't love me. If you could have loved me better, you didn't really love me. And that was over a little situationship. I did write that in my closet also. Like I finished it up in my closet and I brought it to Vasu 2 years later, and now it's on all platforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really dope. So Vasu, this guy, where is he based? He's based out in Manchester?
He's Hampton based.
Hampton?
Mm-hmm. So he's, small world. He's actually one of my artist friends' cousin. And then another artist friend of mine is the one who introduced me to him. Because I really needed all my music done before a show that I had in April. And he got it all done. Like we got it all done in one morning, one day. And then had the show versions made and everything. He took his time. He's very understanding, and he was cool. He brings you tea if your throat is hurting. I'm thinking about him right now because my throat is hurting. I need some of that tea. Like,
that's
yeah,
funny.
he's very nice. He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
man.
then his other cousin is he's a producer, and I'm trying to work with him soon too. He sent me some beats that I'm checking out, and there's gonna be different vibes coming soon, other than like some R&B stuff coming real soon. I'm in the middle of writing a track with my dad, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, he's mad cool. Like my dad's very artistic, so I'm like, wow, like I need my dad to help me write this song, and yeah, he about to hop in the studio with me so he can help me write.
That's awesome. You know what I mean? To have a father that gives you that, you know what I mean, that type of support and already knows the game, because being a DJ is very, very tough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there are people out there that just, like to use the name, but like, nah, like it's hard being a DJ. Being a DJ is also like being a musician too, especially, I do turntables and stuff. That is very, very difficult shit, man. That's not hard.
It is like, with the BPM and all that.
Yeah. It's very, very difficult. So salute out to him for helping you and being around and giving you that support, because a lot of musicians will kill for that type of support.
Oh yeah, I know. I already know.
They'll
like
get selfish and try to steal somebody from you.
No, literally. And I've peeped some weird stuff too. Like I had him come to a few shows before, and I'm not gonna say which show, but I peeped like the weirdness, like that some people don't have that same support. But really, we could share my dad. Like I'm not like my dad is mad cool. Like we could all share my dad. He could be everybody's dad. Like ain't nobody gotta be jealous. Y'all could come over here with us, And he's kind of like my manager, honestly, because he sees through the BS. Like once he calls something out, like I'm a take his word, because he's never ever wrong, ever. Like there's some times that I look back at where I'm like, dang, I really wish I listened to my dad. But now I'm at that age where I'm gonna listen to him. If he says don't do that, don't go there, don't work with that person, I could see through the BS. I could see that they just trying to get with you. Then it's clips, like I trust my dad in everything, and he's a man too. So like, obviously, he's gonna think like a man.
Right. Yeah,
because being a girl in this,
no,
being a girl in this whole thing, being a girl, especially, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or whatever. Like,
no, go ahead.
I'm pretty.
This is your interview.
So, right. So like, you know, I'm good looking. Like I'm not maybe the best looking, but I think I'm pretty bad. So like, dudes, they try to get with you. They try to be slick, and they just want to work with you to try to, you know, get in there. When really, I didn't follow you because I think you're cute. I followed you because I messed with the song that you performed, and let's work together. Not because like I'm trying to F around or anything. I don't do that lusting over each other's stuff. Like you don't even know me. You know what I mean? And people try to get with you, and it's like I would have had more collabs if dudes weren't weird. Like not all dudes, but a lot of dudes have really like try to get in. You're not gonna get a response from me if you just like sending heart eyes and stuff. Because how many times have you played my music? Let's be real. Like, do you really think I'm like a good artist, or you just think I'm cute?
Right. No. Yo, listen. These are all facts, and I'm really am tired of people trying to pretend it's not that way. We literally have a whole Diddy situation going on, like with Cassie.
I know. Oh my God.
Cassie was 18, 19 years old from New London, Connecticut. Shouts out to Connecticut again. And she was literally giving a pipe dream by this man. Just took her, said she was going to have all these great things, be this great. She had some hits, but you knew that she could have done better. And everybody was thinking, back in my day. I don't know how the Gen Z got to know Cassie, but Cassie came out with her first hit when I was in 8th grade. So I followed Cassie from the start.
I think I was like
always wondered why her career was not like higher than what it is right now. Like I thought she had potential to be almost as big as Rihanna or something like that. But now you see
Looking back, yeah. And same thing with R. Kelly. R. Kelly sold that dream to a lot of women and had them locked up and abused and stuff. And that documentary came out. And that's really sad. Honestly, me growing up, I think her hit you're talking about was Me and You, right?
Yeah, Me and You.
Yeah, I was like 7
Girl.
or 8. See, I think me being a Gen Zer, I only know Me and You.
Everybody knows Me and You though. That was her biggest.
Yeah, that's
she was
her
in the top 4 with that single. And
wow, yeah, that was a bop. That's still a bop.
Yeah,
that's a bop.
And she's from New London, Connecticut. You know, here we have someone that could put us on the map, and she goes through that like crazy.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, I feel like because she's from CT, he used that against her. I feel like because you know she was already ducked off because CT is so small. Like I don't know. I feel like he took advantage of the fact that she's from CT.
Yeah, I mean, look. We still trying to get our Grimes in the game still to this day.
And we will. We gonna be straight.
Yeah, we will. Oh hell,
because like I said, God ain't gonna give you something for no reason. Like if you have talent, believe in yourself. Because believing in yourself is also a form of believing that God is gonna do it for you. But you have to do the work.
No, I respect that. And I also respect that. Not only do I respect, I also love the fact that you have a role model in this type of scene that can guide you. Because after hearing about what's going on with these women, in the mainstream, is just absolutely atrocious. So we need a lot more people, like a lot more role models in this scene than I thought we actually need. Because it's crazy when your whole childhood feels ruined because the people that you looked up to are really not who they are, and they get exposed, and you're just like, I can't even listen to 90s bad boy music no more. I feel different. I gotta wait.
That's like, how it's been.
Right.
Everyone's been getting called out lately.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what,
Yeah.
I agree too though. Like it's a blessing to have that, my dad, as somebody who can lead me and show me like, hey, you should do this. Oh, I like how this is. And because not a lot of people have that, especially like in the music industry and like people who do music here in CT, I've noticed. And like it's sad, like if, like I said, if they want my dad, we could share him, because a lot of people I know, like their parents don't support them the way that
Yeah.
my dad does. And not just him, my sister, my brother-in-law, my family, you know, they all support me. And because
Yeah.
they believe what I believe, you know, God gave you that talent, use it,
Yeah.
go show it off, you know. And it's sad to see, because people, like everybody who does music, I consider them a friend, honestly, because we all here for the same reason. And if you don't
Yeah.
see me as a friend, that's cool. You could be bougie. That's cool with me. But it ain't gonna phase me. Like I said, that's a projection thing. Because we all could be friends. But you know, like I said, I'm very blessed and grateful for that, because I've peeped it. Like a lot of people's parents don't believe in that. Like you should do something else, or you know, I don't
Right.
really see that being your thing. Like for what?
Yeah.
You know, I'm talented, and
Yeah.
that's your kid. You should encourage them to use their talent. That could be the
Yeah.
thing that makes you rich. Like I could wake up rich tomorrow. You know, like your kid could
Yeah.
wake up rich tomorrow if you believe in your kid.
Yeah, and you know that's something definitely that like I didn't realize was a thing until I saw how other people's parents were, because my parents put me in a performing arts school. You know, they wanted me to do arts and stuff like that. But then like I started realizing that my cousins wasn't getting that same kind of treatment. Like they were told doctor, lawyer, marketing, all that stuff. Like they pushed all that stuff in them and stuff like that. And I was just like, wait, but you want to rap too? Like we wrote a song together. Yeah, but my dad don't want me to. I'm just like, what?
Trust me,
But
I totally was on that spectrum too, because me being half Asian, you know, the Asian side, like my mom was always like, go to school, go to school, go to school. I got into UConn stores and everything, but I
nice.
had my MacBook, and I was messing around with GarageBand rather than writing an essay or doing my homework. And that's when I realized that I really wanted to take the music serious. So then I dropped out. But I felt ashamed and I felt embarrassed, you know, to tell my mom, like, I flunked. Like I flunked out of college, out of UConn stores. I had a full ride and everything, because I was focused on my music. And that's another sign. And my mom converted to Christianity when I was like 12, and she wasn't mad at all. Like I was so scared. Like I was in the bathroom, like on the floor crying, like my mom's going to be so mad at me. And she was so understanding. She's like, listen, honey, like the richest people on earth didn't even go to college. Like you have nothing to worry about. And like that really opened my eyes. Like she's right. And another thing is reading books like The Secret, Think and Grow Rich. Like that's when she first started reading Think and Grow Rich, and I'm like, wow, like you know what, she's right. And that really pushed me forward into believing in myself and my music and continuing on working on that, trying to do auditions here and there. Like I did an audition in Orlando, but I was so nervous I kind of screwed it up. But you know, like trying to be more open and stuff. Especially in college, I auditioned for an a cappella group, and that didn't work out. And like that really like put me in a deep depression also, which is another reason why I flunked. Like just losing all the music stuff that I did in high school and everything. Like it wasn't the same in college for me. So that's when I started writing and doing covers and stuff. Like I have old stuff on my SoundCloud if y'all listen, but you could see the improvement through everything that I went through.
Word. No, that's absolutely dope, because parents have to understand that what you instill into your kids will lead them down through life, either in a positive way or a negative way. We don't forget. And that's really, really beautiful that she was able to accept you, because it could have been, if she did it the other way, don't tell them where you'll be at right now. You know what I mean? Because it's
Honestly,
always a lasting effect. And you know, parents aren't perfect, but hey, look, at the end of the day, gotta be mindful. I mean, that's probably the reason why I don't want kids. Because I'm afraid.
I want kids so bad, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
You know
ain't
what I
gonna talk
mean?
about
Like,
that. Yeah, but I feel you though, because I get overstimulated very easily. That's why I can't do like. That's what another reason why I'm like social anxiety, because like a lot of people can kind of overstimulate me, and I have friends with kids and they be running around and I'd be overstimulated. So like I'm kind of like I don't know how I would do this with multiple kids, but at the same time, like I have that nurturing in me that like I want a husband and I want to have kids. Like that's all I want. But you know what? God's timing is always right. So I'm gonna just focus on me and do my music, and everything will fall into place.
which is good because when they hear your music, that means you better keep your shit in check, nigga. Like that's one of those like.
Or else I'm gonna write a song about you next. Like you don't want to be.
You don't want to feel no kind of way in the club.
No, you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying when you hear these words, and I get rich off of the ish that you do to me.
I mean, Taylor Swift had the blueprint, right?
Who's keeping her in business? Who is keeping that woman in business? I really want to know. Like, it ain't me. I know that.
I don't know. I think it's the country fans that really escalated her, because a lot of our communities, we don't really fuck with it.
Yeah, no, not CT.
Yeah.
And if you from CT and you fuck with her, you are YT.
Well,
you gotta
there
be.
are the suburban fans in Connecticut that really love her. Yeah, I can't deny that. But other than that, the rest of Connecticut is just like,
Man, no, there's really that many country like fans.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where are they?
I like her old stuff. Like her old stuff is good, but like she's like demonic. Let's not even go there. She's demonic. Damn. And that's the big reason why I'm like, why are people supporting her?
Well, it is fucking interesting how she owns a lot of stake in the hip hop scene, which I've learned. Like, she basically owns labels now that Kendrick Lamar is a part of, and all these other great rappers. Yeah, she's a billionaire because she has done some very great business deals. So I've been trying to research into that. Personally, as a black man, I feel kind of upset whenever I hear about how white wealth is controlling urban culture, and that's the most educated way I can say it. I can say it in a negative way from the streets, but I choose not to explain it that way.
And that's why that's why us colored people though, that's why we're like always trying to find something to make money, because a lot of white people, they were set up for success since the beginning. We've had to always find a way, like since way back, way back, you know, like we've always had to find a way. And that's why a lot of us colored people, we try to find a talent. We got people trying to cook, sell plates. Like we're on the hustle bustle stuff and working on top of that. Yeah. Because that's what we were set up for. But that's how you're gonna become rich though. Like you're not gonna have to owe money to school for all these years. So it's kind of like you kind of got to look at it like as a balance, you know, like okay, like they were raised this way and they grew up rich. But those are the type of people that never been disciplined, that don't know how to take care of themselves, don't know how to cook, clean, who are ungrateful, like ungrateful, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
no, I
mean,
agree.
We can look at it in a good light too. Like
now
they be the most ungrateful, honestly.
Yeah. Now someone's gonna hear this podcast.
Someone's gonna hear this.
Like, y'all hating on Taylor Swift.
I ain't hating on Taylor Swift, yo. I ain't hating. I just confused.
We're just looking at it from a perspective like, why are you a pop country singer like owning hip hop. Like, how did that happen? That makes no sense. Like,
It should
Beyonce can
be
make
a hip
any
hop
country music she
person.
wants. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, like
Beyonce can do what she wants in country now. Since she want to invade, we can invade too.
like, huh? She did Jolene, and that was it.
Right. Well, I mean, so after Love Me Better comes out, you got anything else you'd like to announce before we wrap up? Or you don't have to announce anything you don't want to announce.
I have a collaboration coming up. I'm not gonna say with who, but y'all gonna hear something different coming out of my voice real soon. It's not finished yet.
Word.
Which sometimes I don't like to announce stuff when it's not done. But this is something I'm really excited about that I know for sure is gonna get done because the person that I'm collabing with is also very hardworking. It's a guy, and he's also a singer, and I can't wait for y'all to hear this because we was cooking it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a little nice duet. You feel me? Back and forth. Word. And I got some other songs coming out real soon. I got a whole list that is ready to go. But they're just gonna be singles for now because I also want to work on something new. What I'm embracing and enduring now, but it'll probably come out like later. And I got some like dance hall type of stuff coming out.
Word. Look, take your time. I always tell artists on this show, take your time. You know what I mean? I haven't written a new song in 5 years, and then I finally dropped something out of nowhere, and people are like, "What the hell? I thought you were done with music." So take your time.
That's usually the case too. Like when other artists are asked that question, like, "When did you write this?" Oh, like 2-3 years ago. I just dropped it now because like a lot of the reason why I dropped my music later is because that's how I'm feeling now. Like y'all gonna hear how I feel now. Right. And honestly, I might have accidentally manifested the things that I wrote about because some of the things I did write out of my booty and it just happened to manifest. And I'm like, wow, like when I was writing it, I was writing it, but now I'm singing it and I'm feeling it like, wow, like I'm feeling that. But yeah, I'm excited for what's to come.
Definitely keep me posted, and
for sure.
We would love to have you come back on. This was great.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I had a lot of fun talking to you. Thanks for having me. It was nice to finally meet you. Yeah. Oh yes, I just watched your podcast with Aura too. It was great.
You did? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Aura is really, really dope.
She's great.
You know her? Y'all know each other?
I know someone she collabed with, and then I followed her from there, and like we're cool on social media. But I can't wait to see her one day. She's great.
Yeah, that link up need to happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I might have to ask her to collab with me.
Where? Yeah, she's out here in Milford. I'm in New Haven. She's out here in Milford.
Oh yeah, you guys are like an hour away from me.
Yeah.
But if there's ever a show out there, like closer to you guys, you know, I'll post it on my story and stuff, or I'll post it in the group chat. You know.
Word. We'll stay connected.
Any for
last
sure.
words you want to give my audience before we wrap up?
Follow me on all social media. On Instagram, it's Riya's Revenge, RIYAS Revenge, and I'm on all platforms. My name is spelled ARRIYA, and I have more music on SoundCloud than I do on all my other platforms, so go check that out. Also, people tend to forget that SoundCloud is free, so go check that out. And shout out to you, Jabari, for having me. I had lots of fun talking to you. I'm glad we finally met. It's been a long waited time, but I'm glad we linked on here, and I appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming on. And can't wait to see what else you got in store, man. This is really
I can't wait. Can't wait.
And for everybody out there that's wherever you listening to, whether you're on Spotify, whatever, have a really good day. And it's the summertime now, so happy summer.
Oh yeah, happy summer.
See you later. Have a good one. Have a good one, everybody out there.
Blank period, yeah. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?